my dad's from Germany, my mom is, from here, and I think my mom probably won out. They didn't want like a super whacked out European German name, so Eric with a K is what happened.
My name I got from my aunt, Sarah Appleton Barrett, and my middle name, Clark, I got from my great uncle, who's also kind of my great step-grandfather. He married my grandmother after his brother died, which is a little weird.
Some people say Eric, with I don't know, accent on the air, and then some people say Rick. Rick's kind of weird. I'm not a Rick.
I'm named after my mother's brother who died in a car accident when he was 19, and his name, of course, was David. And a lot of people say that I look very much like my uncle did.
I'm not sure I'm into the Andrea part, but like some girls have easy names like Jess, or you can't really call me And. So
I'm not totally opposed to Rick, but it's not really me.
I'm rarely the only Katie, and I always wanted kind of an original name, like anyone that nobody had, or that very few people had, like Melanie or Tamara or one of those.
I am named after my grandfather, Albert, but my parents didn't like the name Alberta. I wanted to be named Julie because I thought I looked like a Julie. I don't know how I got this idea in my head. I even knew someone named Julie that I didn't even look like, but I just was convinced that the sound of that name, Julie, I still kind of feel like I could be a Julie. I really do.
I think I wanted to be named Tori, which I now think is absolutely awful.
There was just a cool older neighbor kid across the street from me, and his name was Chris. And I always thought when I was growing up, I wish my name could be Chris.
when I was little, I wanted to be named Brandy. I have no idea why.
Sarah. I usually kind of swallow the second syllable, and people have a hard time understanding what my name actually is, just like Saw. But
Sounds kind of chirpy, Katie.
Doesn't roll Eric. It's kind of final. I don't know, violent is the wrong word, but...
My name most reminds me of, I don't know, maybe the idea of contemplation. I think that might come from King David from the Bible, who studied, under God and everything.
it works in French, Sarah. It works in Italian, Sarah. It also is a Middle Eastern name.
Oh, I remember being in the doctor's office when I was little and they weren't understanding my name, and my mom said, like the boy's name. And I got really mad at her for some reason, like, I'm a girl. Why did you have to name me this thing that has to come with an explanation after it?
When I was a kid, my middle name is Jude, so my mom would be like, Eric Jude.
Katie!
Andrea!
I don't really have any nicknames. There's, of course, Dave, of course, which is actually a name I don't like.
Ange, my volleyball coach called me Andy, which I never really liked. My sister called me Fool.
In my adult life, I actually really like my name.
Eric.
Alan.
Katie.
Andrea.
But yeah, no, I always liked the name David.